Well, happy 4th of July or Independence Day to you. It's one of my video games that I get on that I show a lot of the stuff on where it's Dungeons and Dragons, but they all have their events, of course, that go on. And during their events, you can get things like this celestial pig where you can kind of see the sky moving through them. Isn't that neat? I'm awaiting the little fireworks display that goes on here after you complete the event that happens each month. You can see a little triangle or each hour. There's a little triangle that's there here. Stuff that you can get from the event too, like buy that pig that's over there. Or you can even get in this new conveyance. It's not like a horse or anything, but you can go around and blob in this thing. Looks pretty neat. If I can get down here to where you look like you're in it, it has this effect of it's all whirr, and it looks like you're looking at oil on water somewhat. You can see how giant the moon is. Is this the fireworks display? It's gonna go on here any minute. They even do a couple of them that have like some pictures to them and things like that. Here in America, it seems like we do a lot of fireworks displays, and that's really based on that rocket's red glare. We don't do military type displays, not nearly so much. This celebrates freedom, and there's a key, there's a pyramid. What else can we see here? Streaks and comets, rings. Oh, all kinds of symbols there. Back up just a little bit here. Ooh, a phoenix. What looked like a spear? There's that dragon that comes riding through. And y'all see that just like in Lord of the Rings. Yeah. And we get our own little fireworks and stuff here. Let's see. So I can shoot some of them off here. You get them from the events. Some of them are confetti ones like this, like poppers, if you will. In fact, they're called poppers. And the other ones are bottle rockets, multicolored and so on. It's pretty neat. So, happy Independence Day, where we celebrate freedom. But that freedom that started back then has really brought about a change to the entire world and to our entire planet. It led actually to the Industrial Revolution coming to what it was in its fruition, along with England, that we had separated from. But of course, the similar people end up with similar circumstances, and eventually we got up into space and so on. It used to be something that we celebrated along with the 4th of July. It was also something we celebrated along with military and so on, but that's kind of separated now with Memorial Day and so on, and it's just understood that it has that military connotation to it, and that's what brought about our freedom, but also that is what continues to maintain our freedom. A lot of times we're called upon to be the Superman of the world and go around and help other civilizations out as they come to fruitions of modern living like we have today. Usually a day where you'll get to have a beer, treat it like your day off, kind of like a special day, kind of like an extra day just set aside. Dad quite often does some barbecuing on the grill or something. It might go on all afternoon. You might start with a lunchy thing and then just cook later on the same grill for a dinner time, but then you wait for the sun to go down and everybody tries to find a good place where you can do fireworks. Or, especially down here in the South and Texas, but all over the United States, people actually buy a lot of fireworks and shoot them off themselves. Something you gotta be real careful about, of course, and then there's laws and everything against that. But right over here near us, we have a school with a huge open area and really a dead grass that's there. And people go over to the lot that's there and shoot off fireworks, and we have a couple of neighbors that shoot off fireworks also here. The dog doesn't like it. He usually growls, or she usually growls, from the first 20 or 30 big booms that go off. They shoot off the large canisters, which look like the ones that were going off earlier. Boom, boom, boom. And it's pretty neat to watch too. So you can get a minimal one here, but also near us and right across from our church that we have is a place that does its own fireworks display that's actually known as one of the better ones here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. But there's all kinds of ones in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. In fact, it's become such a competition, which may be around your place too, where Saturday and Sunday they perhaps will have one, especially because this has a weekend attached to it, and there might be ones that are done separate times from each other. Y'all enjoy it. It's a time for listening to music and all kinds of things, but some of that music is old music that dates all the way back to the founding of America, and that's something that we should listen to too, just like we like listening to Christmas music during Christmas time, and keep a heritage going. Keep it strong and understand what it's all about, and express your freedom. For there's no real right thing to do on this day, but it all seems to go on with Dad and his barbecuing and things like that. Apple pie, get a baseball game going, all those great Caucasian pastimes that many other civilizations are embracing now. We're even utilizing Oriental origin fireworks, where their first little phrase with gunpowder were actually scaring tactics that were very much like using a firework like we have today. You can imagine people that wouldn't have never seen anything like this would be quite terrified with things like that going on. Could bring about mythologies and so on too. So enjoy your 4th of July. Hopefully we have a good close to full moon during that time that's there. During these celebrations, they always, at night times, they always have the moon that's up here, and boy, it looks like he really lassoed and pulled it close. Also, you can see that there was a recent strike that happened around it, and kind of a halo that's created around it from it, and this debris. It's another type of firework that we're concerned with, or shooting stars and so on, and really in the middle of the summer we don't have to worry about it. But in spring and in fall, we have meteor showers that show up. But in spring, they're during the daytime and facing into the sun usually. But during the fall, they actually show up right around the time of Halloween. And it's one of the reasons that we do Halloween and the Day of the Dead. A lot of people believe it has to do with the Younger Dryas event, and knowing that this comet happened before. And when you see this cometary thing that looked like it did before, and nature's fireworks, known as the witches' brooms flying through the air, that this actually gives credence to that too. I always love sparklers. Nowadays they have fountains. They have, of course, report shells that you can get, that you have little canisters that you shoot them all off of into, but they have other ones that are already built into little displays that you can shoot off to and make your own little finale like they do and stuff. Just like what was shown here a minute ago, where they just decided to take a few of the ones they sell there and light them up, show you what it looks like. Like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy. And have fun on your 4th of July. Be careful, though. Always be careful over and above everything, so it all works out great for everyone. Have fun. Watch out for the kids. Peace.